Never made it as a wise man. Look at this photograph. How the hell do we wind up like this?
Love them or hate them, you've definitely heard of them. They've sold over 50 million albums, top charts around the world, and somehow became one of the most mocked bands in internet history. This is the story of Nickelback. Our story starts in Hanna, Alberta, a tiny Canadian town with less than 3,000 people. Brothers Mike and Chad Kroeger, cousin Brandon Kroeger, and Ryan Peake formed a cover band called Village Idiot in the early to mid-90s. They played covers, they toured small venues, they hustled. The band later changed its name to Nickelback. Why? It came from Mike Kroeger's old job at Starbucks. He'd hand people their change and say, "Here's your nickel back." Simple, sticky, iconic. In 1996, they independently released their first album, Curb. It didn't blow up, but it got their foot in the door. A few years later, Nickelback signed a record deal with Roadrunner Records, a label that primarily focused on heavy metal and hard rock. In 2000, they released The State, and songs like Leader of Men
I'm not a leader of men.
started getting attention in Canada, but the big moment? That came in 2001.
This is how you remind me of what I really am.
How You Remind Me exploded onto the scene. It hit #1 on the Billboard Hot 100, dominated radio, and became the most played song of the decade on US rock stations. That song, and the album Silver Side Up, catapulted Nickelback into global superstardom. Nickelback's sound was gritty but radio-friendly. Their lyrics were emotional but broad enough to connect with millions. Love them or hate them, they had a formula, and it worked. The next year, Chad Kroeger collaborated on the Spider-Man theme song, Hero. Then albums like The Long Road in 2003, All the Right Reasons in 2005, and Dark Horse in 2008 spawned hit after hit, like Photograph,
Look at this photograph.
Someday,
I will someday, somehow.
Far Away,
This time, this place, misused mistakes.
and Rockstar.
I'm through with standing in line. The clubs I'll never get in. It's like the bottom of the ninth, and I'm never gonna win.
Their music dominated rock radio, their videos aired non-stop on MTV, and their albums sold in the tens of millions. But with fame came backlash. Critics called their music formulaic, overproduced, and shallow. Online, Nickelback became a punchline, a symbol of mainstream rock mediocrity.
It's like if the Beatles were produced by Nickelback. It's music, but it sucks.
Hey, that's it. I'm done.
By the late 2000s, hating Nickelback became a cultural joke. They were mocked in movies, ridiculed on TV, and turned into viral memes.
Turn that shit off!
But here's the thing. Despite the hate, Nickelback's success never really stopped. Their fans never left. In fact, their All the Right Reasons tour was one of the highest-grossing rock tours of its time. New albums in 2014, 2017, and 2022 found their audience. In 2023, the band was the subject of a documentary titled Hate to Love, Nickelback. It explored how a wildly successful band became a cultural punching bag, and how they simply outlasted the hate. Nickelback has sold over 50 million albums, earned dozens of awards, and headlined stages across the world. They are, by every possible metric, one of the most commercially successful rock bands of the 21st century. In the end, Nickelback is more than just a meme. They're a band that stuck to what they loved, made music for the masses, and took the hits, without ever backing down.